Good afternoon. I am back for another swatch video. Thought I'd just quickly do one of these before I continue working on orders. Today we're going to look at some colors that are actually somewhat similar. We're going to look at them next to one another. Hildegard, Khutulun, Penthesilea, and I was going to throw in Lady in Waiting just because I think it's a really pretty color. So I'm going to show these actually on my palm with NYX primer. Patted on with a nice firm tapered brush. And I might pause the video and take it off the ring light and kind of move it to a better light, because this ring light, honestly, it's great for a lot of things. Like, I'm able to free up my hands, but it's not the best light quality. It's just not. So we're going to start off with Hildegard, which is the greenest of the group, which makes sense because we're talking about Hildegard. If you don't know who Hildegard is, you should look her up. She was an amazing woman, medieval age, and she's also one of my favorite saints. So there's Hildegard. Next, I'm going to do Khutulun. So these shades they do have some similarities. They have different like highlight, iridescence and stuff. I try to do them really close to each other. And just kind of get the brush clean. I actually have a jar of Khutulun that I've been wearing. So this one's got like a little more of kind of like a gold going on, whereas Hildegard has a little bit more grayed base. Definitely kind of like a brighter. It's got a little bit more shimmer. It's a little bit lighter. And I see some more gold tones in there, whereas Hildegard has more like of a steely gray tone going on, which makes sense that Hildegard's a little bit more reserved in tones because, we're talking about, as far as who she was historically, it just makes sense. She was like a Benedictine nun and abbess, so that makes sense for her color. Next, we're going to do Penthesilea, which is another shade from Ignis Antiquita. And this one, I know it looks really teal in the bag, but when you go to put it on, which I know I keep telling you all to pat your eyeshadow on, and here I am drawing it across my hand. What a hypocrite. Sorry. These are really satiny, and there's not like a lot of like difference in the pigment particle size, so you can get away with drawing these across your skin more so than patting. So there's Penthesilea. So you got Hildegard, Khutulun, and Penthesilea. And next we're going to throw in Lady in Waiting, which I think is on like the 2022's worst 20 selling eyeshadows. No detriment to the color. It's a beautiful color. It's just some things sell well in certain years and they don't sell well in the following year. It's just kind of what it is. So this one's a lot more blue. I think a steely blue gray. Really little, really pretty color. So there's those four. And you know what? I honestly have room to do one more. So I think I'm going to grab, let me see, something. Give me a minute. I'm kind of looking around at all of my drawers here. I think I'm going to do another green. I'm going to grab Vine, if I got a sample of it. Which I do. Okay, so this is Vine from the 25th anniversary collection, which was mostly all like wine and purple and burgundy tones. So I'm going to do this one over here. Get my brush clean. Vine is really pretty. It's going to be the greenest of the bunch here. The most like emerald green, I think. It's kind of like a brighter, more saturated version of, was that Khutulun? A little bit more frost going on. So anyway, that was fun. So we've got Vine, Hildegard, Khutulun, Penthesilea, and Lady in Waiting. So I think they're showing up pretty well here. And again, this is under like a daylight balanced light, but if I change the color temperature of the light to like a more blue light, then you've got this. So you may have different light bulbs in your house and in your office. And like this is a warmer light, so like an incandescent. So you're going to see colors will change a lot depending on the light that you look at them in. Iridescence, highlights, all of that can like really drastically change. Like look at this. Penthesilea actually looks gray here. And Hildegard looks like a darker gray. It's pretty amazing how light can change what you're looking at. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any other requests. I do enjoy making these and they don't stress me out like Instagram reels, which are just a nightmare for me. So have a great day. Thanks.